Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you guys are watching this. Welcome to another episode of From the Heart, For the Heart. I'm one of your co-hosts, Brandon, back here with you, along with Michael. And we have two awesome guests with us again, back with us to promote more things for good, good causes for good people. We've done episodes that have been tough conversations. And it just so happens that the next two episodes, our last one and this one, centered around charity and centered around actually ways to do more than just sitting and talking online. And we have two more people here with us that are doing more than just that. So we're happy to hear with us today. And Mike, I'll let you kind of bring them in as well and say hello to everyone.
Yeah, man. I'm glad that we got to change up from a serious conversation. Even our last episode was a serious conversation. So this being so dear to my heart, it's a veteran charity. They're calling it the Veteran Charity Stream for Stack Up. It's a mouthful.
It really rolls off the tongue, real original. A lot of creativity going into that one.
Gets to the point, though.
Yes, and we're just going to go with our guest to give a quick introduction before we dive into it. So, Garrett?
Yeah, so my name's Garrett Pinchotti, veteran of the U.S. Army, 6 years. I was an artillery officer, 12 months in Iraq, a couple months in Africa on a NATO mission. A lot of fun, got medically retired from an injury I suffered at Special Forces selection, and now I am a high school teacher.
And little man down there in the corner?
Brock McGuire. I grew up with Mike and Brandon, obviously, going to school with them. And I guess I'm the person that connected the two dots between Garrett and you guys, kind of, for what's going on right now.
Cool.
Thanks for coming on, guys.
Oh, thanks for
having
us. Yeah, good times.
And Garrett, I know I've told you a couple of times, but I'll say it again, that everyone will say the same thing. And Mikey as well, we appreciate your service. We appreciate you guys, sacrificing, your lives, for us to be free. So thank you, both of you.
And I will say the same thing I said, everybody, thank you for your tax dollars. Much needed.
Thanks for free food.
Yeah, thanks for free food and below average health care.
No problem.
I do appreciate it, man. Thank you. It was an honor. I loved it. I loved every second of it. I know Mike can say the same, that we learned a lot. We went through a lot of hard times, but it definitely molded me into the person I am today.
Gained some brothers and sisters for life.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, so with that, let's just dive in it. Stack Up. What is Stack Up, man?
So Stack Up is a nonprofit organization. It helps veterans and civilians come together in a shared love of video games. And most people, you think of video games, I remember the stigma growing up was video games are bad. They promote violence, and GTA was the big one, like don't play GTA, don't let your kids play GTA, right, kind of thing. Yep. And here's an organization that's taking veterans who have some problems in their life, or they're just kind of lost and trying to find their way in the civilian world, kind of like I was not too long ago, and they bring them together using video games. And really their main focus is the veteran suicide epidemic. The stats they have, if you want to look on their website, it's just stackup.org. 6,000 veteran suicides each year. This is from 2008 to 2016, with 14% of all suicides in the United States during that time were veterans. Yet veterans only make up 8% of the population. That was their main focus when they came into this, and now they have organizations and programs for PTSD, for just the transition from a soldier to a civilian. So they really just help take these veterans in need, from amputees all the way down to people that just need somebody, just a community that they want to be part of and have that sense of team. And they put them in an area that helps them. They help active duty, veterans, reserve, anything like that. So any sort of tie to the United States military, they're there to help.
All right. I like that, man. And that's why I wear this wristband. It has the Veteran Crisis Hotline number on it. And that goes with that suicide awareness, just for myself as well, if I need to help anybody. So that's great that this organization is doing that. So when is now let's talk about the event, your actual event. We talked about what Stack Up is, but you're putting on an event next Sunday, September 13th.
Yeah,
correct.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So we've been wanting to do something for what, 2 years now, 2.5 years now,
Yeah,
Garrett.
it's been a while, and it just never really had something that sparked our interest like this.
Yeah, and then we had some ideas earlier in the year, but obviously COVID happened, so all that kind of got shot. But now, Garrett had the idea to do this remotely. Um, I'll kind of let him take over with that aspect of it, like like how we're doing everything. But
Yeah, so I think okay, sorry, never
no,
mind.
go ahead.
Just
No,
kidding.
you're good.
All right.
You're good.
So yeah, doing it remotely was something never really we didn't really ever. I don't know. I never really had. Maybe you did, Brock. I never really had the
Mhm.
vision to do it in person. I think gaming is something that brought us together as like we're a small little family that we've been together. We've known each other, and Brock will get into that in a little bit, but for a long time. And doing this remotely and finding this, it's an organization that brings our love of gaming and my love of the military, and I know everybody that's involved on the team here that we have kind of constructed and assembled is loves the military and supports them, and we have a lot of veterans that'll be involved as well.
Mm.
But it'll start at noon, September 13th on Twitch. Links and everything can be found somewhere in the description. We'll make sure we have them sent out so everybody can get access to that, as well as the Black Rifle Coffee and Stack Up websites.
So what's going to be going on that day then?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's you said it's going to be at 12 o'clock. So it's going to be what is everyone going to be doing?
Brock, you want to take the schedule kind of breakdown? Because I know you're heading a lot of that organization.
Yeah, so basically, we've got 5 guys we put together that are going to be streaming from 12 to 12 or 11 to 11, depending on time zone. But we'll have moderators in the channel.
Okay.
Just letting you guys know what we're going to be playing, what we're going to be doing. We're going to do a lot of viewer games. So there's several communities online that are going to be following this pretty in depth. So we'll be playing with them, playing with new people. I don't know, just talking, having general conversation. Garrett's talking about, he's gonna play Uno for a while, and just have conversation with, whoever's in chat, talk about everything, talk about Stack Up, bring awareness to the situation. We're gonna host some tournaments on some games because you need, private server stuff, just with the community, whoever's watching. And then we kind of had the idea of bringing all 5 guys together for one game, whatever game we're gonna be playing at that time, and just playing it at a high level, and then everybody can view that just like they do every day on Twitch anyways. So but we're gonna do 2-hour increments per game is what we were thinking about, and then switching off is whatever the request is from everyone viewing and what everybody's feeling like playing.
Yes, so I don't want to deter anybody, or if anybody's confused, if you don't understand what we're talking about with Twitch is an online platform where you can watch people play video games. And I don't want, and the goal here is not, we're not professional video game players by any means, and you'll see that very clearly when you come back. Some of us are very, very good. Some of us aspire to be professional, but we're just not there. But the goal and the focus is not on our game. Our focus will not be, don't think we're going to be distracted and staring at our screen, not paying attention, because the way you guys can interact with us is there's a chat box. You can type messages to us. We'll see it live in person. You can see our reaction. We'll respond to you. We're going to have some fun incentives with donations and stuff like that. If you don't even have to. If you just want to come stop by and say hello in the chat, you don't even know the video game, you don't watch video games, just click on the link, say hello in chat, and say, hey, we heard of you through the podcast. And I mean, we'll be able to respond and have good conversation and have a good time. It's not, the focus isn't the video games, and thankfully it'll be just more of the entertainment interaction with you guys, the audience,
and promoting another great cause.
Correct.
Of course, as well too. We all know veterans. I think we said it when we were talking before. It's almost, and I used the negative, unfortunately, when I said cancer, but it's almost the same thing where everyone knows somebody that's in the military, that's a veteran, or maybe dealing with some of the things that Stack Up deals with, So again, we're bringing more awareness to a great cause,
And I think that kind of segues into Garrett to him talking about it being, for a cause. You want to go into a little more depth with how the donation is going to work as far as transfer of money?
Yeah. So I mentioned it briefly, and this is not a requirement. I'm not asking anybody to donate. The fact that you're listening to this and watching this, you've heard about Stack Up, and now you know what Stack Up is. That's a win.
Right.
that's a victory. If you want to go the next step and you want to come say hi and donate money, the money will go directly to StackUp. You can see on their webpage, go to stackup.org. It shows you their financial records, their IRS documents. You know where your money's going. And I can say firsthand that I've seen StackUp in a combat zone. So I've seen them before at work, and it's an amazing feeling. But you will click on a link below the stream, which the stream will be in a window, almost like a video. And then below that, you can see where you donate. And for example, I have incentives, and I'll read a couple. I've got, if you donate $22 even, it'll be, I'll do 22 push-ups on stream. So you'll see me right here struggling for 22 reps at push-ups. $75, I'll put my gas mask on. I still have one. And I'll play a game in my gas mask. It's going to be kind of hard to hear me, but that's not the point. And then the big one is, and look, this is a stretch, and I don't think if we reach it, I'll be shocked. But $2,000 donation in a single dono will be, I'll get a StackUp tattoo, which, as you can see, tattoos don't bother me. Yeah, so
cool.
I'll get the StackUp tattoo. It'll probably be on my leg somewhere.
I can find
like
getting people and put
See, this is where the scheming comes in. Yeah, this is where the scheming
I'm randomly gonna come in during the day and just hit you with $22 donations. Just randomly pop in.
I put there's a limit on those. I put a limit of I think I put 10, so 220. I could do 220 push-ups. I'll be okay. But I put a limit. If you go past that, I'm gonna be
okay.
You're switching the setups.
Everyone watching, donate $22.
Yeah,
randomly, we'll get together. We'll make a group chat. We'll get together and we'll randomly pop in $22.
I'll switch it to 5 rounds of pull-ups at 22, and then I'll go to sit-ups or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Wall squats.
Yeah, and then on top of that, so once we reach our goals, so if people are coming in $1 here, $1 here, it adds up. And I'm matching up to $2,000. So everything, if we get $2,000, I put $2,000. So that's kind of the thing. And once we hit milestones, I have some fun things. I got a T-Rex, as you can see, the T-Rex back here. That's their little mascot. So I got a T-Rex outfit for my dog. So we'll put my dog in a T-Rex outfit. It's not animal cruelty. Don't give me that. It's fine. She loves playing. She'll think it's fun and playful. And then I got one where I'll put on Ranger panties. If you don't know what those are, like the little,
you said Ranger panties.
Hear me out.
I'm down.
Pause. They're amazing.
Okay.
So if you've seen the women usually wear the running shorts. They're very short. Say they're about this tall. My Ranger panties are about that tall. They're shorts, but they're about this big.
Sure.
So
I don't know that what you compared them to though. That
his legs will be glorious.
Yeah.
Wait, you're gonna wear those?
Yes.
After how much money?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm thinking 500 because they're pretty comfortable. They're really comfortable. They breathe really well.
When the sweat starts to pour, that's when he'll put them on.
All Garrett's been talking about for a week is how nice his legs are.
Yeah,
he's setting up for it.
The coach's tan is going to be there. It's going to be
setting up for it.
I have some cool milestones like that. I'm still working on the rest of them. I don't want to release them all. I think want some of them to be a surprise. But we have some cool things like that and interactions that we'll get to do. And there's going to be giveaways. You don't even have to. You just have to be there to get the giveaway. And Black Rifle Coffee, huge shout out to them as a supporter of this. They've got 4 coffee bags, a T-shirt, some socks, a coffee mug, StackUp shirt, StackUp plushie, a lot of stuff to give away, a couple Amazon gift cards. So it'll be a good time just to kind of make it interesting and give back a little bit more.
Man, sounds fun.
Yeah,
and again, September the 13th.
Correct. Noon Eastern time, so 11 Central. We're going to go 12 hours all the way from noon to midnight on Eastern time. And we'll kind of have a couple, like Brock said, a couple tournaments in there. Each streamer will break off and do their own thing. All of our friends will play in a big tournament so you guys can watch us interact and be stupid, which is literally what we do best. But it'll be good. And then if you guys do play video games, you have an opportunity to play with us for sure.
That's what I was going to ask you.
It's not a for sure thing. I'm not saying if you're there, you'll play, but we'll randomly select some people to come play with us. And that's based on each streamer can pick a couple people out of his or her stream, and it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Even if you don't like video games, a lot of us are just, I like to think funny. Yeah. We're just gonna be hanging out and just being ourselves. And that's going to be, it's going to be the most genuine version of us.
And it's you guys, and how many others are going to be on there as well?
So you guys know the other one, Colton King. He said, he'd jump in and hang out with everybody. And then we got some guys from out of state that you guys don't know, obviously, but you'll be able to see the day of the event. they helped out a lot with this, with the whole setup of everything. So, and I mean, we see them, you know, multiple times a week online, just chatting
Okay.
after work or whatever.
Yeah,
So
six total streamers.
Yeah.
Me, Brock, and 4 others. And of the 4, I know me and 1 other are veterans, and I have 1, 2, 3 veterans in my community, really
Okay.
our community together that are friends with us, that are also veterans. So 5
cool.
total, 6 total streamers and 5 total veterans involved.
Awesome.
Welcome back,
Motivation.
guys. We're just going to continue with the episode. We're talking about the veteran charity stream for Stack Up and video games and all that it includes. I can tell you, I served in the Air Force. Got the pullover on, you know, got the hat, and I was a firefighter. So we worked 24 on, 24 off, and you can guarantee every day we had at least 1 or 2 consoles in there. So I could really relate to this, and I'm friends with a lot of people that I served with, and we play online. So this is awesome. So with that, I want to talk about your motivation, man. Like, what motivated you to do something like this, to want to pull something like this off?
Yeah, so this has been something our group of friends we've been wanting to do this for a long time. It's just been kind of finding the right thing. And Brock, you can kind of talk about how we met for a little while, and then I'll kind of roll into the rest of it.
yeah, so what I was probably hanging out with Mike and Brandon in high school when I met you. Just, you know, go to school, go home, do your homework, and then, you know, get on Xbox, whatever it is you play. Random lobby, find Garrett, and who else was with us, Garrett?
It was
game.
me, you, Crump, and I think Ewok at the time.
Okay, yeah. So
Let me say real quick for reference that this was like 10 plus years ago.
Yeah, so
like,
This
yeah.
point, no matter how good we look, this was a long time ago. you know?
Yeah, I mean, I know this is hard to keep up.
Right.
It's been a while.
But it's-
the
yeah.
gray's coming through. It's been a
Right.
while.
But yeah, I don't know. We just started hanging out, hit off conversation, played well, and then, you know, kept playing, and went 12 years later now, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
same group of guys still hangs out, you know, a couple nights a week after work, have a couple beers and go to bed.
Hey,
Yeah,
what game brought you together?
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, yeah.
Okay. Of course.
But the original, hey, hold on. When I say Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I'm not talking this new stuff. I'm talking like the first Call of Duty ever made.
Exactly.
Modern Warfare. Yeah, yeah.
Way back.
Exactly.
The real
Oh,
Modern
yeah.
Warfare. Yeah,
Right.
no. And some of us, I know me and one friend that I have, he's also a veteran. I was thinking about it yesterday in preparation for this. It's been 18 years. And I've never seen him. I've never met him. And I'll tell a quick story about him. And when I was in Iraq, when you're in Iraq, you get packages. If you're in like a primary location, like in a large city or a base or really built up location, you get mail regularly. Whenever it comes, you get it. It's kind of like living in a town. But if you want to picture living out in the boonies, in the middle of nowhere, wherever you're from, when you're in combat and you're out there kind of by yourself and in a very isolated environment, you don't get mail but once every 3 weeks, maybe, if you're lucky,
Okay. Yeah.
given the situation in the current combat state. So long story short, we used to get packages from schools, and there'd be letters from little kids like in crayon saying, hey, thank you for your service. Like, hope you come home safe. We miss you. We love you, all that good stuff. And they're heartwarming, but there's times where you need a little bit more. And my vice is nicotine, which was in the form of chewing tobacco, which I don't do it. Please don't ever do it. It's not worth it. But to stay awake, to stay focused, I like to think it's more of a placebo effect, and it's not good for you, and it's not. But that's what I did, and I was running out. Long story short, I was running out. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I needed nicotine. And so I get a package. In middle of Iraq, we just had a long mission. I was like, I just want to go to sleep. I need to do my reports, go to sleep, and that's it. And I get ready for the next day. Well, I get a package, and I don't recognize the name. I'm not going to say it, but I look at the name, and I'm like, who is this? I am livid. I'm like, I don't want this package. I want it to be from my mom or my friends that I knew, because they knew to send me like dip and socks.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
I was like,
Right.
who is this guy? This guy probably, and as I'm opening, I'm like, it's probably some letters, and I don't want to read them right now, but I know I'm going to have to, because I'll feel bad. And
Right.
I start opening it, And I'm like, this guy better have sent some. And as soon as the box kind of has like two sides. Well, I opened one and I saw a roll of dip and I was like, huh. I opened the other side and I saw socks. And I was like, what is this? And I pull out the letter and it was from the buddy I'd known for 18 years.
That's awesome.
And I broke down. I cried. I was laughing, crying. It was one of those like joyful like moments. I missed my friends. I missed it.
Yeah, when Garrett got deployed, the person he's talking about kind of got in touch with everybody, and was like, "Hey, like I'm putting something together, like, just not Venmo, but PayPal me some money, and get something sent off to him." I had no clue what he was going to buy, but he said he's going to send something to Garrett, so let's do it.
Yeah, the best part is he sent me a coloring book. And it wasn't like a cool coloring book. It was like Dora the Explorer coloring in some crayons. And he had like a cool message. And it was one of my buddies from college as well pitched in.
He supposed to go to the Marines, not an army.
He was a Marine. Yeah, he was a Marine. Yeah. So, and the only thing that was in the crayon box was green crayons. So,
Yeah.
that's kind of my running joke with him is keep the green crayons away or he'll eat them. But yeah, so that was a really cool moment. But that if you want a glimpse into the kind of people that you're going to be watching and listening to and chatting with, that's us. He's one of my best friends in the world, and I've never even seen him.
That's a great story.
Yeah, it's
really
video
is.
games are more powerful than people think.
Yeah,
they really
especially
are.
for people like me, which we'll get into that in a little bit. But that's it's needed. It's needed.
I'm telling you, man, just coming home. I mean, I don't do anything. I don't do anything after work. I coach football like you, but I don't go out and drink. I don't like the bars or anything like that. I can spend hours just playing video games, just relaxing, and it just keeps me in peace. So when I go to work today, I'm not on edge as early as I should be.
As early as you should be.
Right.
Yeah, I look at it as an escape. It's something where I can take my mind out of just issues and stress. I'm not saying I'm running away from things, but it's just everybody needs that solace and that peace every now and then. So getting on the video games and just putting myself in the world that I create or the world that I'm in this whatever game I'm playing just lets me escape for a little while.
Yep.
Escape my own head for a little while.
Me as well.
Yeah.
Me as well.
Brandon, what did you say last night when we pushed this back a little bit? Because obviously like my moving situation, but you're like, that works out perfectly because I got 2K at home.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
I did. Yep.
Yep.
Exactly.
But
Yep. So it's a great release, and man, so this is gonna be for a great cause. I can't wait. I know I'm gonna hop in. I've never really even. I think I got on Twitch maybe to watch maybe Bleacher Report was doing something for Madden or 2K, but I've never really been on Twitch like that. But I'm definitely gonna hop on that day and maybe explore something else that we all love.
It's something new. Just come for the comic relief of us dying and getting upset. Because I am competitive. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't like losing. So especially when we play these tournaments against our friends, it's probably going to get a little toxic, a little edgy.
Is that when the kids should go to the other room?
Okay. Right off the we're doing it right off the start. So we're doing that later. We're doing that later. I think.
These kids have been on this streaming platform for a while. They've seen far worse.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we're not it won't be anything PG-13. It'll probably be about PG-13. Nothing R. Though.
Okay.
It'll be PG-13. Yeah.
Mine would be rated R. I actually started a Twitch as well, but
here we
got
go.
on it once. Didn't record myself, but I see myself playing, and I'm like loud, and
I played with you before. I remember.
I mostly play sports games, so it's not so much like the cursing, but I'll be coaching. Or if I play like FIFA or something like that, like I'll just run around and I take the shirt off, do all that when you score nice goals. So
that's a good point. So if you do follow video games, you're not going to see any sports games. I don't think anybody is going to be playing sports game. We'll be playing the new game, Fall Guys. Rocket League will be a big one.
Okay.
And then each streamer is going to kind of play their own flavor of what they want to play. I know I'll be playing some Uno with some of my moderators and a couple friends, just because it's something that I can be engaging the audience and talking to you guys rather than just so focused on a game. I'm not going to play any crazy focus games like that.
Sure.
There'll be Rocket League.
Competitive, sir.
Oh, Uno.
You said what? Uno?
Uno. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the worst one.
That might be one of the worst. Yeah, that might be one of the most competitive games.
U+4 me? this desk
It's
is going
over.
to get flipped. Yeah. Live on no, it's not going to do that. I got a lot of stuff on this desk. But, yeah.
All right, we're back from the Heart for the Heart. Michael and I are. We have Garrett and Brockton with us. Garrett, this is four guys, video gamers, so our attention span is short. So we've been bouncing around a lot with what we've been talking about. No, it's great. I love it. But I want to go back into your motivation. You know, we talked about it, you know, kind of just in pre-production, but I want everyone to know kind of your story of why you're here with Stack Up and, you know, doing this streaming event. So, you know, let's go ahead and let us know.
Yeah. So, like I said before, we've been wanting to do this for a while, a couple years, being a while. Let me define that. As a group of friends, we've been like, let's do a charity. You know, we're not big streamers. We don't get crazy numbers and viewers, but the ones we do have are loyal. The ones we do have support us and know about us because they've been in our chats, they've been in our streams and talk to us and let us talk to them. But when I was in Iraq, before I was moving kind of deeper into the missions that we were running and moving along throughout the terrain, we got to stop near one of the major locations. I'm not going to say where. And I saw a Stack Up crate because one of their programs that they do is called supply crates, where they drop off a supply crate full of video games and consoles and games and computers, and it's crazy stuff that they do. And that's one of the places your money goes if you decide to donate to help veterans through Stack Up. Long story short, I saw the Stack Up logo and I didn't really think anything about it. I got to pick up a controller, and it was just the sense of home when I picked up a 360 controller at the time, or an Xbox One controller, whatever it was. It just felt like I was like, oh wow, this is cool. Like I haven't held a controller in so long. It's been deployed for a little while, so saw a Stack Up there. And when we came home, what kind of kicked us off was kind of things I've been going through personally, mentally, physically. It's been hard will be probably the word for it. An enemy that you can't see is something that is scary. It's very scary. So the tipping point for me where I was like, hey boys, like we're doing this, like this is happening. And I was at school. I am a teacher and a coach as well, just like Mike. And I was at school and got to talking to one of the new teachers that I'm kind of new as well, but we kind of connected through being kind of new to the school district. And she asked me what I did before teaching. And I said, I was in the military. And she's like, oh, well, how long did you serve? Thank you for your service. And we got to talking, and she was like, well, why'd you get out, kind of thing. And I told her, I was like, oh, I'm medically retired. I'm disabled. And she looked down at my legs and she looked at my arms and looked at me, and I could see the look of confusion on her face because I have all my arms. I have all my fingers, my toes, my legs. It's my spine and my mind. That's it. But it happened again and again and again with different people. They don't see that I'm disabled. I have all my limbs. I can function pretty well. Yeah, I can't feel a lot of my hands. I have a lot of numbness in my hands. But being disabled isn't just losing an arm, a leg, stuff like that. I mean, those are horrendous things that happen to great people. Mm-hmm. Heroes. They're heroes is what they are.
Right.
But there's heroes that are injured in different ways that affect them in different ways. So PTSD is something that I battle with. Anxiety, depression, all those are things that I've been battling with since my transition, and my spine as well. The injury was physical as well. So I want to raise awareness for those like me. I want to bring that to vision for people. Let people know that when somebody says they're disabled, that doesn't mean they need to be missing an arm, a leg, a finger, whatever it is. They can be just as disabled mentally. It's hard. It's very difficult. It's a daily struggle to keep your mind in the right place, because there's a promotion video for Stack Up, which I can send you the link as well, and it'll be on our streams, of a soldier talking about the times people enjoy the peace and quiet where they can be with their thoughts. And for people like me, that's the most dangerous time, is when you're with your own thoughts. And that's the goal. And when that happened again, that was like kind of like the final straw for me. I was like, all right, that's it. Let's do it. We're going to Stack Up. So I found more about Stack Up. I got a liaison from them to help us. And we've got kind of it is a great team together. And I say kind of as in it's not really a team, but we're a group of friends that became a team for a mission. And our mission is to raise awareness for people through Stack Up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just evolving with the new times, man, with video games, with the charity for video games. It's so awesome that it's evolving to fit the narrative of where we are in society, man. So that's just real dope.
Yeah.
That story, what I was gonna say, that is dope, and that, again, thank you, for your service. That's my first thought, because it's funny when you said that you were telling a story to me and you said you were medically retired, I looked at you, kind of like a half, look like, what, really, as well too. So again, it like like we were just saying, it really opens up your heart and your mind, to what everyone really has going on, where we're looking at people as humans. And it's awesome that you're bringing awareness to let people know about this. You brought it to me, personally, to where I want to do more and give more. And I can't wait to donate to the cause, donate to the troops. Because actually what you just said, it sounds like they're helping the active service members
Correct.
as well too, with those care packages. I couldn't imagine. That would be awesome.
Yeah, so real quick, kind of while we're touching on that, the programs they offer, it's called, one's the Stacks. It's like your local, where you can volunteer in person and they go do random missions in the community, whatever that community needs. You might be picking up leaves, or you might be picking up trash on the side of the highway. You might go to a VA and help them out, whatever it may be.
Okay.
That's your local. You can look up on their website where the Stacks are located, and you can, if there's not one, you can start one. They do supply crates is what I saw, the kind of the shipping overseas to active duty, or shipping to a post that when they're in the field or something, to kind of help them out and give them a little motivation and support them that way. And then their biggest one is called Air Assaults, where they fly. This one's pretty much a veteran one only, just because of logistical. And they fly veterans to major gaming events, which you can see on their website. They have videos of like that. So they'll send them to PAX, they'll send them to TwitchCon, they'll send them to a big CSGO tournament. And that's kind of where the money goes in that one. And probably the one that I like the most is their STOP program, Stack Up Overwatch program. Discord is a voice communications platform on PCs and other devices where you can talk to each other, kind of like we're talking now. But it also, you can type and text. So if you go on their Discord and you send a certain message, I think it's hashtag stop or exclamation point stop. It's for people that need to talk to somebody that's mentally needs somebody to talk to. And I've used it before, so it works. And somebody will respond 24/7 to your message and talk to you, and they're there for you. It's an amazing team, an amazing system they have. And then the last one they have is PC Vetrofit, where they build PCs for veterans, but it's kind of on backlog right now because they've had so many requests, and it's a little bit more expensive for them just to get that money. So I want to get it. That's my goal, is I want to raise more money so people can get awesome computers and play on the PC.
And let me throw in there, man. I mean, it's real nice talking to you. I get to talk to veterans on a daily basis because I work at a government facility. I don't know if I can't say it on here. I don't know. I'm not even going to say it. But I work at a government facility, so I get to talk to veterans all day. And, even me, I stay stateside the entire time. And I always feel like, man, I don't deserve to be called a veteran. I didn't do anything. I didn't do enough. And then they hear people who deployed, and they have the same thought process, like, man, I could have done more. I just think that there's always going to be that piece in our brain that says, I could have did more.
Yeah.
You did more than me.
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying, bro? Sorry, Garrett, I don't mean to, I don't want to take your shine, but I'm sitting here thinking about it, like, you're more of a hero to me. I don't know that. Necessarily. All I know is you signed up, to sacrifice, to step outside of a life.
Here's the way I put it to people that don't really get it is take the average American, male, female, doesn't matter, away from their family for 2 weeks. And that 2 weeks could be a field problem that you have to go to the field to train in an environment that's a little bit more suitable for combat or more relatable to combat. Take them away from their family for 2 weeks with no cell phone, nothing, and put them out there and give them a task that they have to do for 2 weeks. I want to know how many people will make it 2 weeks. And yeah, I get it that they would get paid for it. Yeah, giving them incentive. But it's funny you say that, because I don't know if there's anybody that ever says they've done enough.
Mm-hmm.
There's times and mentally that I wish I would have just stayed over there, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Because then I know I would have done enough. That's everything I have. I've given everything I have to a cause that I firmly love and believe in and miss, really. But I'm not trying to get like that down that road. But I think everybody has that feeling. So
it's that familiarity thing, man. Going back, I mean, I know what's going to happen in the military. I know what to expect. I know what my job is supposed to be, and I got people around me who got the same job, who's going to do the same thing for me, man.
Yeah,
that's probably why you guys segued it into coaching.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like it's in that same structure, that same, especially football.
Yeah.
It's so much more detailed for a game.
Yeah, and I can say like I've played like, I mean, that's my college jersey. Like I played quarterback through college and nothing crazy. I wasn't at
what school?
Yeah, Millsaps College in Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay.
So I played quarterback for 3 years, starter there, and I have friends that are friends forever there. But I will tell you, there are no comparisons to the tight knit community of just a platoon in the Army. It doesn't matter what platoon it is, what the branch is, even just Army. Army, Marines, Coast Guard, doesn't matter. I'm just saying that tight knit family that you get, especially on a deployment, is like anything or nothing you're ever going to experience again. There's no team like it.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I was at work at one time, and I was going through a seminar or something, and this guy was real annoying the way he talked, and I was like, God, I did not want to be in his group. Then he's like, hey, yeah, we're doing an introduction. He's like, hey, I'm Navy. I was like, all right, he's a brother. I can tolerate him a little bit better. He's a brother.
Yeah, and that kind of happens. And there's a little bit of humor that goes back and forth amongst veterans that some people don't get, and it's probably a good thing that they don't get it. But yeah, no, it's one of those things where it's a brotherhood. It is, and it's crazy because it extends to civilians. It does to an extent, right? You guys support us. You guys love us. And we do it because we love it. If you don't love it, you're still getting out. But I promise you, there's something every single veteran can look back on and be like, that was awesome. Mm-hmm. I'm glad I did it for that. And then there's other people that everything that you did, you loved. It was just the fact that it was a proud moment to put your boots on in the morning and put your name tag on, your rank on, and go to work. So, yeah, I miss it.
All right, welcome back, guys. From the heart for the heart. Almost forgot our podcast name. We're just gonna close out, guys, and just highlight all the main points of what we want people to get out of this. So the event, again, mouthful, Veterans Charity Stream for Stack Up, all caps. Garrett's got the shirt on just in case you guys stack up, And when is it? Do your pitch.
Oh, sorry. Like my quick little one over. Buck, you want to take this? You're more of a salesman than I am.
I know, but I actually like talking. Listen to you talking. It's super
You're welcome. Anyway, I'll run with this one. September 13th. It's going to start at noon Eastern time. It'll be a 12-hour event from noon till midnight. So if you can't make it in the early afternoon or the evening, even late night, you got plenty of time to just stop by and say hello. Just see what's going on. And even if you don't play video games, you can just stop by for the banter and in the fun times and communication with us. It'll be on Twitch. Links can be below if there's a below whenever this thing comes out. You guys will have all the links and everything, so you guys can just click on and check us out there. We will be playing multiple video games, having giveaways, a lot of milestones and fun stuff that's going along the way. And everything that we raise will go to Stack Up to help veterans, especially with the suicide epidemic amongst veterans.
And if people who don't want to get into video games, who don't want to go to the streaming, if they still want to donate, is there an option for them to donate on there?
Yes, there will be a link that I can send you guys that will take you right to the donation page. Even on the donation page, the stream will pop up, and if you just want to pause it because you really aren't that interested, that's fine. Just pause it, and you'll be able to find a location there with a big donate button that you can click, but there will be a link that will take you directly to the donation page.
And guys,
if you weren't paying attention before, $22 donation. Garrett does 22 push-ups.
Yeah, there's a limit on that.
There's several different ways to.
Brock, what are you doing? What are you doing for donations?
That's gonna be revealed stream day. I know one of them is gonna be chug a beer, so I'm obviously gonna put a cap on that. I can have 3,000 people watching me, and
Yeah.
Just start
Shotgun it?
everybody. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's not
So we're
Okay.
that'll be
Just going
shotgun
old
and beer.
school.
So I'm gonna have to. Yeah.
How much is that?
$250.
What? Okay, fair enough.
No, it'll probably be like $25.
Okay.
No, I'm
But
telling you, mine's $250.
What's your limit?
200. No, mine's 6. I'm only doing 6 because I don't want to get
Okay.
intoxicated.
I don't know, maybe like 12. Like cap it at 1 an hour. You know, because
Possible.
I just-
Jeez,
I'm
that's
doing
gonna be a great stream.
Yeah.
I'm going to your. I'm definitely going to yours about 6 o'clock in the
Yeah,
evening.
you're gonna be gone by the end
Yeah,
of it.
but yeah,
Oh,
no,
my
we got some
goodness.
fun stuff, and like the cool thing is every streamer has something different for a different price, and even
That's
if it's
cool.
$1 or you're not donating, at least you're aware of what we're trying to bring awareness to.
Exactly.
So,
That's what
That's the most important
No
part.
donation is too small, man.
yeah.
No donation
exactly.
is necessary. Like this is not a thing. My goal. That's terrible. Our goal, because there's a lot of people involved, is not money. This is not the goal, and everybody says that. But the fact that you saw my Stack Up shirt, you heard my story, and now you know what Stack Up is.
Mhm.
We won already. It's
Mission
not a
accomplished.
victory, but mission accomplished. Like that's what
Right.
we wanted. We've
Right.
opened your eyes to a different, and your heart to a different
Thank you.
aspect
Thank you.
of disability. I got you. Hey, we're on the same wavelength here. But what I'm saying is the fact that you've heard about Stack Up and the awareness is already there for you. That we've done what we needed to do. So your money is
Right.
not something we're fighting for. We're not asking for it. It's just we're putting incentives that if you want to, but you can have a little fun with it,
Right.
and we can have fun as well. But we
Right.
want to hear from you. Stop by, say hello. That's our goal is for fun. We enjoy that. We like talking to Chad. It makes us feel kind of like people like watching us and looking at our faces.
And I'll say too, I make this point as I'm sitting here thinking about it, it's our age group, our generation, making a difference. You know what I mean? We're not talking about it. We are talking about it, but we're being about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're putting our hearts, our energy, our time, our money in some cases, as well too. Gary, you say you're going to match up to 2,000.
Correct.
We're putting it towards things that are bigger than ourselves.
Yes.
Which is it's always humbling. It's always like I always get goosebumps when I sit there and think about it. You know what I mean? Even if it's interacting with our children, or in your case, as guys with the people around you, or Garrett at high school with the next generation. It's like we're making a positive change, and that's really what it's all about. We're not just sitting around and being angry or upset or anything like that. So.
Mhm.
And I just wanted to take a second to thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, so I was getting into.
This has been awesome. I've had a great time doing this. You guys are you're brothers now. Like that's it. Mike, you already a brother. I mean, even with the Air Force stuff on, I'll accept you. But Brandon, you're a brother now, man. You're in the family. You're in. So
I
don't
appreciate
fuck it up.
I
I had to cuss at least. I think that was that my first time?
That was your first time, man.
That was it. That was it.
Look
That
at
was
that.
good too.
Sorry.
Man.
Bleep
Yeah.
that out, huh? Nah.
No.
Keep it. Yeah, keep
No.
it. No, but for real, thank you guys so much for having us, man. I wish you guys the best of luck. If this is your first time tuning in this podcast, go back and watch the other ones. They're amazing. Go back, just follow this. You're on watching this. Continue to watch and support these guys. They've got something good here. This is what
Yeah,
the world needs right now.
Raising a point to talking about, like not necessarily putting your money where your mouth is, but your effort towards something. Brandon, what we were just having like regular conversation, right? The other day, and just talking about everything, just checking in on each other, and then it's got brought up, and less than a week later, it's already, we're doing it. So.
That's a funny story of how we did come together. I put up a post for my job that I needed charities, to come pick up donations. I was trying to give some stuff away, and he reached out to me and he was letting me know about this. And I was like, well, it's local charities. But then I said, well, what are you guys up to? Tell me more about this, like it's awesome. All my friends, we're not even old, like we're doing stuff for people. I love it. It's better than if we were all rich. I mean, it would be fun if we were all billionaires, and we could,
let's not get it twisted. That'd be pretty cool.
But we're all doing something for somebody else. It's an awesome way to spend, and it's gonna, it's paying dividends.
Yeah,
So
that's a good point.
Crazy.
You don't need to be a millionaire or billionaire to do good. Money is not what makes things good. It's just the feeling that you get putting your time, effort, and your energy into something is fulfilling enough. And if you've never done it and you think I'm crazy, try it. I'm not gonna try to sell it to you. I'm not a salesman. just shut up and try it.
Yep.
Shut up and do it. And yeah, just to highlight, man, Stack Up event for streaming this video game, streaming whatever video game, September 13th, Sunday.
All day long.
All day long from 12 to 12. Pacific time, Central time?
12 Eastern. It'll start at noon Eastern time on September 13th.
All right. Tune in, donate, come talk. And remember, guys, we are on here from the heart for the heart to have tough conversations or just conversations that are important to us. And no matter what's said, it's all in love. We're going to say what we need to say. And after that, we're going to shake hands. We're going to be done with it. So thanks for tuning in, and hope to see you next time.